Isn't that amazing? Oh, that's a good one. That's pretty cool. 15-incher right there, boy. Oh, he saves the day, baby. One of the smallest smallies I think I've ever caught. Come here, come here, come here. What's up, everybody? We're out today in one of my favorite Tennessee rivers, and we're gonna go to the confluence of one of my favorite Tennessee creeks. I've been meaning to do this for years. I just haven't had the chance to get out here because of flows, weather, time, you know, all the stuff. So we're finally getting a chance to do this, and I'm floating down from a launch above it, and I'm gonna use my Bixby motor to get back up to the launch. So I'm just paying attention to everything on the way down, making sure that I can get back up, and it seems okay so far. We're about halfway to the confluence right now. It's a beautiful morning out here. We got out here super early to beat the heat. It has been blazing hot here in Tennessee. Oh, I'm bottoming out. I'll just sit here for a second. It's been blazing hot here in Tennessee, and we're trying to beat the heat, so it's like maybe 6 in the morning right now. So we're gonna get down there real quick. We're gonna start fishing this confluence hard, and yeah. So thanks for joining me on this, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe, and here we go. Woo! That was cool. It has been so hot lately, and I'm so glad I got up to do this today because this is looking good. There's a train. Oh man, I wish I was there to see it. I'm glad we're launched though, but I love trains. I've been trying to paddle a little bit more lately and use my motor a little less in certain situations just to get some exercise. All right, guys, we did it. It really crept up on me. It snuck up on me out of nowhere. So we're at the confluence of this river and one of my favorite, most fished creeks of all time. And I've just been waiting and waiting to do this, so this is gonna be awesome. So we're just gonna kind of park ourselves in the mouth here and fish all this and then fish below it. I mean, there should be some fish around here. I'd be amazed if there's not. But we've been amazed a lot here at Fishing Centric. Wow, the water right here where the creek dumps in is crystal clear. And then it gets muddy right here. There's a mud line. That's so cool. Keep fishing. And we're gonna go into the creek too. You know, obviously. I'm just trying to get on the board right here with something. I want to fish all the way down to the back of this pool right here with the rocks, and then we'll go in. Okay, to me, this is a pretty high percentage area. It's deeper, deepish, tons of rocks and stuff. Let's go through our setups, trust our systems. Tell you what, we're about to go in this creek because, Jesus, that was my bad. It is hot. Whew, man, I had to get in some shade, guys, and my cameras are already starting to overheat, so I was getting blasted. That's why we got out here so early. We're about to get back in this creek because it has a lot of shade, And I've always wanted to take a kayak back in this creek. It's a really tough place to access on foot. And oh, I thought that was a fish, man. Come on. Some days, man, it's always on the days where you think you're gonna just absolutely kill it. Ooh, that was a fish. Dang, man, I missed it. That was positive. Ooh. All right, so the Confluence plan is obviously not working. We're gonna go into this creek now. I mean, there's tons of shade and I have a plan for that, but we're gonna have to change a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna change a bunch of stuff and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, we thoroughly switched up just about everything. I actually threw a bigger Nico crawl on to my Ned rig set up on the one, I think I have a 1/10 ounce on here actually, EWG, Ned locks. I don't know, I think they may need something bigger to see. It's crazy they're not hitting the crawfish, so I just did that. I did take my spinner bait off and I ended up throwing on a creature bait by Yamamoto onto my swim bait hook, that little trick I've been doing lately. I think that'd be nice. Then on the BFS rig, I put a yoga pants. I put a micro goats in green pumpkin color because the water is pretty clear back here. And that's just on like a 1/20th ounce jig head, very, very light. Actually, let me turn my brakes up before I embarrass myself. I think that's going to be pretty deadly back there. We left the cricket on, the ultralight. I don't even need to show you that. And then on my topwater rig, I took that off and I put a Texas rig on. I just put a 1/4 ounce weight on there. I left the 20-pound mono we had on there as a shock absorber for the topwater, just in case we go back to topwater later for some odd reason. I just don't want to have to retie it. And I know it's a big line, but whatever. And I put a green pumpkin turbo crawls by Z-Man on there. So we'll see how it all works, I'm going to keep the Ned rig up here, put the cricket back here, and we're going to get to it. We're going to go in this creek. It's nice and shady. The water's cold. I feel it coming out of there, and see what we can get into back here. I've always wanted to get back in this creek and experiment with a kayak, so here we go. Okay, y'all, here we go. We're going into the creek, and Confluence thing didn't work, which is pretty amazing. I swore we'd at least snag something here, but that's fishing. You never know. And it has been just brutal hot out, so there's that whole aspect of things too. Let's get in there. I have a feeling I'm gonna be waiting a lot, but I'm real excited. I definitely want to make it to this big bend back in here. Here, let's get out. Oh, the water is so cold coming out of here, thankfully. This is also one of the snakiest creeks in Tennessee, so we're gonna be really watching out where we step. All right, I see a hole up here at the bottom of a bridge pylon. Come on. If we can't catch something out of here, we're not doing something. Or they're just not biting today. Trying to be real quiet. Let's cast into this darkness here. Turn to the bank. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's one. Finally, our friend rock bass. Oh, he saves the day, baby. It feels so good to have a fish in our hands. Ouch. It feels so good, thank God. Bloop. Let's throw a few more here. Tell you what, man, Nothing like having a big plan and it not happening. Like we're like, oh, this Confluence is gonna be happening, and it just doesn't happen. That happens a lot in angling. You just gotta be kind of prepared for everything, really. But we are on the board of rock bass, thank God. Something. Striking out's embarrassing to me. I know it shouldn't be, and I know, we do everything we can, to catch these fish, but I cannot stand it. It really bothers me. I know it's silly, but because we're lucky to be out here doing this stuff. Ooh, what is this? Look, oh my gosh. Look at the size of that guy. That is one of the smallest smallies I think I've ever caught. Come here. Look at that little guy. Tiny. Try to get this hook out of you very slow. Look at that. Tiny little smallmouth. Look at that little guy. That's amazing. Well, we got a smallmouth. Now we're starting to enter an area. I've obviously never been here before, but this is where you start spooking big fish up the creek. It's just crystal clear water, super still. I'm not seeing anybody. And I really want to fish this bend, this bend you see up here, excuse me. There is something at this time of year that gets in my throat. I think it's ragweed. I don't know what it is, man, but it just started choking me. I think I just hit a little bit of that in the air, you know what I mean? Man, this is my favorite type of fishing, I'd have to say. Or it's way up there. I love exploring new places and getting into points that I see on the map all the time but can never get to. Unless I do something like this, like go a mile downstream and have the plan to go back upstream that way, Okay, that's what I wanted to do. There's a fish. Come on. What is that, smallie? No, it's a little sunfish. Look at that. Yeah, we haven't caught enough sunfish this year, man. That's awesome. Look at that guy. That's beautiful. Look at that guy. It's a little yellow-breasted sunfish. Cool. All right, we got something out of there. I knew there was someone home. I haven't been thinking about sunfish a lot lately. All right, let's go with this. Throwing the micro goats and yoga pants color in this little shallow area right here. Somebody's here. I see a little sunfish moving around up there. Oh, whoa. Bunch of little smallmouth came out from under the rocks. Immediate strikes. Who's this guy? See if we can get someone bigger to hit. So many little fish. Who's this guy? Look at this. Wow. Tiny little beautiful sunfish. Look at that. Whoa, that is like a tropical fish. Jeez, that's amazing. So beautiful. Okay, let this little guy go. Here, dude. Let's see what else we can get out of here. Pretty productive little hole. I mean, they just come out and rush it right when you throw it in there. That is always fun to watch. You almost get to pick your fish. Almost catching fish just dangling this thing. Okay, let's see who's here. Immediately chased by fish. There's one. Who's that? Our friend Rock Bass? Yup. That's okay. It's not a tropical fish, but we'll take it. Sorry, buddy. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. There's one. Look at that spot. So through sitting here for about 10 minutes, we've caught 3 different species of fish out of this little 3-foot hole right here. And that's pretty amazing. And that's quintessential Tennessee creek fishing right there, boy. Look at his mouth. Man, they eat this thing. Let's push up a little bit. We know about this hole, caught 3 fish out of it. It's turning into a good day now. It's really neat through here because there's all these like mini holes, if you will. And they're pretty neat because fish are just hiding in these little holes, man, behind these rocks and stuff. And you just throw something through here, boom. You just gotta find them though. They're kind of few and far between. And I kind of knew about these guys. I've never fished this one, but I've been all the way through to here in this creek waiting. I'm just gonna toss this guy around. Whew, I'm sweating. Okay, I got both my setups here. And I don't know why I even bring anything heavy into these creeks, because I always end up using the lightest stuff. Let's throw the BFS through here. Good feeling about it. Seems to be irresistible to creek fish. Or something. Man, who's that? Little Smallie. Hey, hey. Hey man, small fish are fish, right? Look at that guy. Boom. It's amazing how well the BFS works. Okay. One more cast. Oh, there's one. There's a good one. Oh, that's a nice smallie. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Come here, buddy. On the bank. Sorry, I don't usually land them on the bank like this, but it's such a small hook. God dang. Should put my net up here. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Look at that. That is awesome. That's a good one, man. Wow. BFS. Unbelievable. That is a fat boy. Dang. Amazing. I'm gonna get a quick measurement on this guy. I thought it was gonna elude us today. I thought the big smallie was gonna get away from us. For this creek, this is a very nice smallie. Just wanna see real quick. That's a 15-inch smallmouth. That's pretty cool. 15-incher right there, boy. Off the BFS, boy. There it goes. Wow. Underwater releases are some of the hardest things to catch, guys. I don't know what it is. All right, we're back down at that little hole where we were just whacking them. And I'm sweating bullets, but that's okay. And we're getting into some fish back here, I'll tell you that much. I can't believe we just caught a 15-inch smallmouth. That was awesome. There we go. Let's let that sit there. Dang, there's so little. Ooh, I got one? Hey! Come here, buddy. Oh, I foul hooked one, I think. What's up, dude? Gosh, these guys are so colorful. I could catch these all day, man. Come here, guy. Look at that. Okay. Look at this guy. I just want to take a second to look at this dude. Wow. Look at how beautiful that is. So tropical looking. Isn't that amazing? I hope it's focusing on it. It's gorgeous, right? Let's scoot down just a little bit. Just shadow all back here in calmer water. Who knows what's back here? Somebody on, there we go. Who's this guy? Whoa. Man, these fish are so gorgeous. Good Lord. Look at them. God, that is the prettiest one yet. Jeez. Get this hook out of here. Put this rod down, show you guys this guy. Look at that. Look. Oh my God, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Look at that fish. Isn't that amazing? Look at that fish. This is unbelievable. Okay. Dang. I really can catch those all day. They're just so special to me. Pumpkin seeds is what they're called. And they look like a subtropical, amazing fish. This is so crazy we have that here. Turquoise and orange. That was beautiful. Yeah, the jig is up for me being here. They know I'm here now. I mean, we've only caught like 6 fish and 4 different species out of this one little stretch. Never know who's in here. I caught the 15-inch smallie out of moving water. Current in broad daylight, so who knows? Oh, there's one. Yeah, that's a smallie. Oh, what is that? That's a big rock bass. Dang. Whew. Man, we are catching them today, boy. I have lost count of how many fish we've caught back here. Ugh. Okay. Gosh, this rod, it really does make, you know, a little fish just feel freaking enormous. And that smallmouth felt like I had like a turpin on or something. I'm amazed we even landed it. All right, we are coming back to the main river. Time for a quick snack, y'all. You know, I've talked to you guys about the vacadillos. I hope I'm saying it, carne seca, air dried beef before, and habanero, but it is like the perfect on the water snack. I love this stuff. They're not a sponsor or anything. I just found this on Amazon, tried it out, and love it. So y'all check it out. Man, y'all, it is blazing hot out here. I was lucky enough to find this shade. I'm back at the main river, and we're out of the creek. The Confluence is just above me, but what a day we had. You know, the Confluence actually didn't work for us, which was very surprising to me. But going up into the creek, man, it was on fire back there. We caught 1, 2, 3, 4 species, I believe. I lost count of fish. It was just awesome. So, you know, stick to your plan in the beginning, but don't be afraid to break off. And my plan was to go up the creek, but I was really counting on the Confluence to work. And I mean, it's just so cool that we have this stuff in Tennessee where we can go catch basically tropical fish. I mean, those little sunfish were just gorgeous, little pumpkin seeds. And we got a 15-inch smallie out of moving water in broad daylight. That was awesome too. The BFS system, the Aldebaran, the Dobbins, it's just awesome. I mean, if nothing else works, you throw that thing in there with something tiny on it. You know, my thing is the micro goats in green pumpkin or yoga pants color. But I'm sure a lot of other stuff would work, and that thing is just awesome. So I'm glad I had that with me. I don't even know why I bring big things to creeks, but we brought some big stuff for the main river. But we just had a great day today, and you know, it was a beautiful morning to get down here. I'm so glad I got the motor to push me through some of the way back up. And it was just a good outing with tons of exercise, but I want to go get in some air conditioning, take a shower, and chill out. So thank you all so much for watching. I always appreciate you guys. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.